Hey guys, it's Melanie. Happy Sunday. So today I have a Homeworx candle review to share with you guys, and this is obviously of the new Guanabana Daiquiri. So this is one of Harry's new scents for spring summer 2019. I was really intrigued by this particular fragrance when it was first released because I have never had a guanabana. Apparently it is a fruit that, it's a tropical fruit. It also goes by the name of soursop, I believe. I had honestly never heard of it. I have never seen it. There are guanabanas on the front, on the label. Well, it's a wraparound label, so they're all around. But I don't recall ever seeing this particular fruit at my regular grocery stores. But I live in Oregon and tropical fruits don't really abound here naturally. So, yeah, I've never seen one of them. I have never tasted one. I've never smelled one. So naturally, I was kind of curious what a guanabana smelled like. So this was one that I definitely picked up as soon as it was released, and I have been burning it now for many days. I believe this is my 7th burn of this candle, and I've been burning it usually between 3 and 4 hours. Usually, I believe. So I am officially at the halfway point with this one, and performance-wise, there are no issues, but we'll talk about that in a second. Let's talk a little bit about the fragrance. Obviously, when you're going to order this, I will link it down below in the description box. You are going to get a set of 2, which seems to be the new trend for most of the candles that are being released. So it used to be that you got 2 different scents in each duo, and now he seems to be favoring pairing the same scent together, which I actually probably prefer, if I'm gonna be honest, because I tend to be one of those people that likes to stock up on specific scents that I really enjoy. But I do understand where some other people would like to try a greater variety, and it's harder to do that when you're having to purchase multiple sets to be able to try out the different fragrances. So there's that. These are obviously 18 ounces. They are for wicks. With this particular like tropical drink type collection, they do just have the plain silver lids. You can see that right next to the candle there. Same traditional Homeworx jar with that kind of pedestal base to it. I haven't talked much about just the plain simple packaging of like the regular line, but I really like it. I really enjoy the different types of pedestals that Homeworx has come out with, specifically the pine cone ones. That's definitely my favorite style. There's a couple of other ones that are coming down the line. By the way, if you're not following Homeworx on Instagram, you should, because they do quite a few sneak peeks over on Instagram. So there is a seashell one, there is a fruit medley pedestal, and then also like another floral, and then I think there's also like a specific rose one that's coming out as well. So you have that to look forward to. If you're interested in the ones that are currently on the website, I believe that the pine cones are still available. And then there's also these new basket weave ones. I will link those down below as well. I'm not as interested in the basket weave ones. That style just doesn't appeal to me. But anyway, there you go. All right, obviously let's talk about the scent here. Let's finally get to that part. Okay, so the notes on the website read guanabana, peach puree, guava nectar, and pineapple mimosa. So, let me pull up here though what it says in this little, is it gonna let me do it? Oh, darn. You know how he has on the website those descriptions? Oh, there we go. Exotic guanabana is blended with the essence of peach, pure peach, honey lime, and guava nectar Oh, my darn phone. Sorry, my phone is not like letting me pull this up the way that I need to so that I can read the whole sentence. But sometimes the like description that is in like the picture section on the top, do you guys know what I'm talking about? It'll make sense once you go to the website. That can be different from what is in the text down below. So, and this one is, so for example, up here they talk about honey lime. That is not in the description that I just read to you guys a couple seconds ago here. So it's kind of interesting. I feel like this is a scent that is definitely, it's not something like that I've ever really smelled before, but I also don't think it is crazy unique either, if that makes sense. It smells like a delicious fruity concoction. I don't think it smells like a cocktail at all. I don't get boozy notes from this at all. Like I've tried sticking my nose in there and trying to like imagine a mimosa or something. I'm just not getting that kind of effervescent bubbly note or that kind of boozy, like, you know, Harry does do some boozy candles, but I would not consider this one of them. It really is just like a fruity tropical melange. Like if you were to like blend all this stuff together with ice, and maybe forgot to add the alcohol so that you just have basically a smoothie. That is what this smells like to me. It smells like a tropical smoothie almost. It's not creamy. I don't really get any type of vanilla or any type of creaminess like that, but it is sweet. The guanabana is not what sticks out to me at all. In fact, smelling this candle doesn't really give me probably the most accurate sense of what a guanabana actually smells like, because the main notes that I personally get from this are peach and definitely hints of pineapple. I do get some guava from this for sure, but it really is mostly peach and pineapple with guava. And it smells like something that I would maybe, like a drink that I would get at like Jamba Juice. That's what this smells like to me, you guys. It smells delicious. It's really yummy. But then again, it's, you know, like I said, it doesn't feel crazy unique or crazy exciting to me. Do I like it? I do. I like this scent. And if someone were to give this to me as a gift, I would enjoy it. I would, you know, be excited about it. But do I see myself purchasing more just based on the scent? Probably not. Honestly, at this point, I'm kind of holding out to see what else is coming down the line. I really wish that the candles were... For me, if you're gonna release spring and summer stuff, release spring and summer stuff. And I get that, you know, it's tricky to do it all at once, because then what is he going to talk about on QVC or HSN whenever he hops on there? Like, you know, you're going to talk about the same thing over and over again, right? And so I understand that, but as someone who is really into the Homeworx candles and who's just really excited to see like what else there is to come, and to start burning that stuff, like it's kind of frustrating to have to wait, if that makes sense. But, you know, I don't want to spend a bunch of my money on things that I like and then have some other things come down the line that I absolutely adore. But if I've already blown my budget on the stuff that I just like, then I don't have the budget to splurge on the things that I know I'm really gonna love. Does that make sense? So I'm just kind of trying to like hold back a little bit. That being said, this past weekend, so for President's Day weekend, QVC was doing some free shipping, and I did end up ordering 2 more of the pumpkin patch hobnail sets. when they had the free shipping. I just couldn't pass that up. I know that I love those 2 scents that come in that particular set, so I had to have some more backups of that. But I totally didn't pick up any of the newer candles when they had the free shipping, because I'm just like, ugh, you know, there's this spun sugar one that's supposed to come out. There are these new beautiful colorful hobnail containers that are going to be coming down the pipeline, and I want to know what fragrances are contained within those. You know, so I'm just kind of holding out at this point. The white sangria still interests me, but yeah, I don't know. I feel like I want to hold out. So this one is good. And I would say if you like tropical drinks, you're probably going to like this one, but there's no boozy note to it. So you don't have to worry about this smelling like rum or anything like that, because it's just not in there to my nose at all. Let's talk a little bit about the burn performance, which for this one has been flawless. And I'm going to tell you guys right now, I have not trimmed the wicks once on any of the new candles that I've gotten, and I feel like that is the way for me to go personally. I know some people really don't like when there is a mushroom top, or, you know, either large or small on the end of their candle. But for me, I found that these Homeworx candles with the 4 wicks just perform better if I don't trim them very much at all. So this particular Guanabana Daiquiri, no trimming at any point. I'll show you guys the top here. So I did just light this about 5 minutes before I started recording, so it might not be pulled out. But you can see those flames are definitely more than adequate. It feels like they are solid. They look like they're solid. I haven't had any issues with the candle pooling out. I have no issues with sooting or anything like that. So with regard to the wicks, they seem to be doing fine on the Guanabana Daiquiri. I have no concerns there. I do wish that the strength and throw of this one was a little stronger. I feel like it is lacking in that department for me personally. I wish it was like a solid 8 or a 9. It's not. So I would put the strength of this one at about a 7, and I would put the throw at about a 6.5. It definitely fills the downstairs like open concept area. So if I have it in the kitchen, it fills the kitchen nook, and the family room, but it doesn't really travel out into the hallway. So it doesn't travel into my office. It doesn't go into the dining room at the front of the house or the formal living room, which is a little disappointing for me, to be honest, because most of my Homeworx candles do throw really well in the entire downstairs. But this one tends to just linger in the connected rooms where it's placed. Like, it's like it doesn't want to go around a corner. But if there's like a nice airflow between the kitchen and then the family room, like that entire area is covered nicely. But I feel like I almost have to put another Guanabana Daiquiri at the front of the house in order to have the entire downstairs scented with this particular fragrance. So that might be another reason why I just kind of like this one, and why I didn't pick up a backup when there was free shipping. It's just that I'm a little disappointed in the throw of it. The strength would be fine at about a 7 if it threw a little better. Does that make sense? But yeah, I don't want to have to burn 2 Homeworx candles at a time. I know that Harry is all about layering and that kind of fun stuff, but I really am someone who likes to burn 1 candle at a time for a few reasons. One, I think it, you know, like it stretches the candles a little bit further, and usually they're strong enough to like cover it. But 2, I also don't want to deal with like the potential for added soot, not that these candles soot, but anytime that you light a candle, you're gonna have a little bit of soot that is tossed around your house. Usually it's manageable with one candle, but if you start burning like 2, 3, 4, 5 candles at a time, you're gonna probably run into some issues where you're gonna start seeing sooting on, you know, maybe like the corners of your ceilings or things like that. And I just would like to avoid that, especially in our new house here. So anyway, for me, this is definitely 1 thumb up. I'm not gonna give it 2 thumbs up. I think it's a nice scent. If you wanna try it, I think you'll enjoy it. If you have maybe a smaller house, this might throw a little bit better for you. We do live in a larger home here, so that might make the difference. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's worth trying. If you're curious about it, it smells delicious. It's very fruity. It's like a fun smoothie that you would buy at a juice place or a smoothie place. But yeah, I don't know. All that being said, it's not crazy special either. So I don't know. I feel like this review is a little back and forth, but overall, I'm glad that I picked this up. I don't regret picking it up, and I will enjoy burning the rest of this. And then I will save the other one for summer because it really is like a very summer appropriate scent. It's not super great, you know, at the end of February. So, but I wanted to burn this down a decent way so that you guys could, you know, see what it looks like at the halfway point. And it looks good performance-wise. Like I don't really have any complaints there in terms of the wicks or the pooling or anything like that, because that seems to be doing fine. So anyway, let me know if you guys picked up Guanabana Daiquiri. What are your thoughts? Do you like it? Do you hate it? How do you feel about it? Thank you so much for taking the time to watch, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care.